To students, let's have Maths 24th class. This is your 24th class. Today let us have a discussion about invertible matrices. Invertible matrices. Invertible matrices. Invertible matrices. Invertible matrices. It's so easy concept. Look at, observe this. Try to understand this. Invertible matrices. Two matrices. A and B of same order. Two matrices A and B of same order are said to be inverse of each other. Inverse of each other are said to be inverse of each other if this happens. A into B is equal to B into A is equal to I. AB is equal to BA is equal to I. By this equation, students, A into B is equal to B into A is equal to I. That means product of A and B, A into B must be is equal to identity matrix. Or you take either A into B or B into A. You take either A into B or B into A. Both the products must be equal to identity matrix. Then we say A inverse is equal to B or B inverse is equal to A. Both are one and the same. Whenever B becomes inverse of A, automatically A becomes inverse of B. A inverse, if A inverse is B, automatically B inverse is A. If A becomes inverse of B, then B must be inverse of A. I repeat that. If A becomes inverse of B, then B must be inverse of A. Try to understand that line. So when we say B is inverse of A or A is inverse of B, then the product is equal to identity matrix. That is if AB is equal to I means AB product of A and B is equal to identity matrix means inverse of A is B or B inverse is A. Inverse of the matrix A is B. That means matrix B becomes inverse of the matrix A. Or matrix A becomes inverse of the matrix B. Matrix B becomes inverse of A, or matrix A becomes inverse of B. AB is equal to I. If AB becomes I, then B becomes inverse of A and A also becomes inverse of B. If B becomes inverse of A, surely A must become inverse of A. A inverse is B, B inverse is A inverse is B. If I say A inverse is B, you can say B inverse is B inverse as A. If I say A inverse is B, you can say B inverse as A. A inverse is B, B inverse is A. Both are same, right? Or even if BA is equal to I, if BA is equal to I, that implies B inverse equals A or A inverse is equal to B. Don't be confused with these two symbols, students. A dash. What is A dash? Transpose. A dash means transpose. If I write A power minus 1, don't get confusions between these two. A power minus 1 means inverse of A. inverse of A. We say B as inverse of A. We say B as inverse of A only when AB is equal to I. We say A as inverse of B only when their product is equal to I. I hope you understood that. If product of two matrices is equal to identity matrix, then we say one is the inverse of other. At the same time, the other one is inverse of this first one. One is inverse of other, and vice versa. And vice versa. I hope you got it. When we say the matrix B as inverse of A, then the product is I. When we say the matrix A as inverse of B, then the product is I. I means identity matrix. If product is identity matrix, then we say these two matrices are inverse of each other. Inverse of each other. I hope you understood. Two matrices A and B of same order are said to be inverse of each other if their product is equal to I. Product is equal to I. AB is equal to I is same as BA is equal to I. Product must be I. Product of A and B means it can be either AB or BA. Both must be equal to I. If this happens, we say these two are inverse of each other. If this product becomes high, we say these two A and B are inverse of each other. That is what I wrote here. That is what written here. Right? Okay. Note A into A inverse is always equal to I. Matrix into any matrix into its inverse is always equal to identity matrix. You can see, you can cross check these things by your own in the coming classes. You can easily cross check these things in the coming classes. Now you accept, now you take this as it is. What is A into A inverse? It is equal to identity matrix. Matrix into its inverse. Inverse of A. Inverse of A means this one is inverse of the matrix A. Matrix into inverse of the matrix is always becomes what? Identity matrix. R B inverse is equal to I. R C inverse is equal to I. Whatever it is, they are all must be identity matrix only. One more note. Note 2. A into I into A is always equal to A. R is B into I into B is equal to B. You can easily cross check. You take a matrix of your own. You take a matrix of your own and multiply that with identity matrix. Surely you will get the A only. If you have time to cross check this second property. Matrix into its identity matrix is equal to A. I into A, B into I, B. I into B, B. By this. Right? I hope you understood these things. Now let us go for solving problems. Let us go for solving problems. So let us solve the problems. First question. So, inverse of a square matrix. Prove that inverse of a square matrix. Inverse of a square matrix if it exists. If it exists, is unique. unique. 2-mark question. You try to understand this question, students. If that question is understood well, solving is not at all a problem. Solving is not a problem when that question is understood very well. I try to explain this. Inverse of a square matrix, if it exists. Inverse of a square matrix, if it exists. That means every square matrix need not to have a inverse. In case if a square matrix has a inverse, it should be unique. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ರೂಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದು ಯೂನಿಕ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಯೂನಿಕ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒನ್. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ I take matrix A. This matrix A should have only one inverse. That means two matrices never becomes inverse of one matrix. Inverse of one matrix is only one. That is what this meaning of this word uniqueness. Unique means only one. ಯಾವುದೇ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದಾದರೆ ಅದು ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ಗೆ 2-3 ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಅದರ ಅರ್ಥ. ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ಇಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ದಿಸ್. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ಸಾಲ್ವಿಂಗ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಲೆಟ್ ಬಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಸಿ ಆರ್ two inverses of A. Look at this. How I am taking. How I started. Observe this. For the square matrix, here I am taking two inverses. Let us take two inverses B and C for the same matrix. Let me see what happens after that. You assume two inverses for the same matrix. Let me see what happens after that. Right? That implies. Here, carefully observe. We are taking inverse of B. A is B. Inverse of A is B. A and B are A is inverse of B, B is inverse of A. B is inverse. First you take B has inverse of A. According to definition, B, since B is inverse of A, BA is equal to AB must be equal to I. According to definition. When this B becomes inverse of A, when the property is equal to I. According to definition, we say B has inverse of A. You go through definition carefully. Observe definition, then you can easily understand this. When we say matrix B has inverse of A, when B into A is equal to A into B is equal to I. According to definition. Again, C is also inverse of A. According to our assumption, C is also inverse of A. Therefore, CA must be equal to AC should be equal to I. This is according to your definition. First you understand the definition very well and then try to follow these things. You can. Consider. So you see this. I take matrix C. You start from either C or from B. You can start from either C or from B. So here I am taking matrix C. C is equal to Ci. Matrix into identity matrix is always equal to matrix. I made that in your note. You observe your note. Matrix into identity matrix is always equal to matrix. See, for the sign, you substitute from upper equation because we have B in that upper matrix. For the sign, you substitute from here. See, what is I? For I substitute BA, AB, because I have CA. For high, you substitute AB. You substitute AB because I want CA. Go on changing bracket. You change the bracket. CA into B. Just I changed the bracket. I put this bracket for CA. That's all. We have C, we have A, even we have B. Just I changed bracket. Why I changed bracket means for CA I have high. So I into B. What is I into B? B. Actually, I had, before solving this, I had this one in my mind. What I had in my mind is proving either C is equal to B or B is equal to C. Look at this. Here I have taken B and C has two inverses of A, but at last I proved B and C are not different matrices. Both B and C are representing only one matrix because B is equal to C. B is equal to C means both B and C are representing only one matrix. If both B and C becomes only one matrix, then inverse of A is only one. Then how much inverse of A is only one. If B and C are two different matrices, then A will have two different inverses. If B and C represents one matrix, the inverse of one matrix is only one. So this is C is equal to B. So right. Therefore, inverse of a matrix is unique. Matrix is unique. Inverse of a matrix is unique. I hope you understood. I hope you understood it well. ಒಂದು ಎ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಎರಡು ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇವೆರಡು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅವೆರಡು ಒಂದೇ ಅಂತ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದೇ ನನ್ನ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಷನ್. ಅವೆರಡು ಒಂದೇ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್? ಒಂದೇ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ? ಓಕೆ, ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್. So stop. We shall meet in the next video. So thank you.